So there's all these dating, like, I don't even know if they're dating shows. I mean, we talked about the balloon popping video or show where it's like a singles who pop their balloon if they're not sized for the girl. This video has gone viral. It's a bunch of girls in a room, a bunch of guys in a room. This girl, she pleads her case for a minute, and it does not go very well for her. Here we go.
Okay, I'm Rylie. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer. So I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago. And I honestly love any themed party. Like those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy. And it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Aww. If any gentleman would like to get to know Rylie more, please step forward.
All right, so the host says, anybody who wants to get to know her better, step forward, please.
Aww. If any gentleman would like to get to know Rylie more, please step forward.
Nobody raises their hand. Nobody steps forward.
Guys are laughing.
That's sad. That's so sad.
It says justice for Rylie.
Oh,
all right.
That's so humiliating for that girl.
I know.
But at the same time, I wouldn't fuck her, you know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you is what do you think they're in the wrong for that?
I saw a take on this that somebody said, they go, male loneliness is the most self-inflicted epidemic of our time, or something like that. You know, because there's a lot of ideas out there that men are lonelier than they ever have been before, and a lot of it people attribute to online dating and how they can't actually meet women in person and connect with them in person the way that you and I would have growing up. But I feel like I'm riding a fine line between being honest about what I'm saying and complete misogyny, but that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's not the guy's fault that they're not interested in her, and that has nothing to do with male loneliness. The girl is in front of them in person. The problem with male loneliness is that they're completely detached from reality, and they've been completely fucking browbeaten by society for the past 10 years and having been told that they are worthless and all they do is ruin women's lives and they're the source of all of society's problems. That's what's contributing to male loneliness, not like some random group of 20 assembled dudes going, I'm not into this chick. I don't think she's hot. That's crazy to me.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, no sports, no politics, but I agree with you. I think that okay, let's just call it how it is, dude. Rylie, I'm sure she's a nice girl. You know, well, actually, let me go through some of the replies on this. You said you saw this video in your feed this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was one of my 13 channels.
Yeah. So some of the top replies are: men want to have a family and chill, not go on stupid high stake adventures every day. Life is not a Netflix show, and you're not the main character. You know, let's see. We need to talk more about how much of a red flag it is for men when a girl says, I love to travel. I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
That's dumb. Yeah.
In 2025, the fact that women are still advertising for an adventure buddy is shocking. No, men don't want to foot the bill for your travel. And yes, a woman having traveled extensively correlates with high body count and likelihood of venereal disease. Ladies, will you ever learn? Okay. The guy she wants would never sit through this shit. He's on a mountain somewhere or perhaps sailing to Coco's Island, catching fish to feed the crew on the way. He's not sitting in that room, or will he ever? Okay, and one more. She's a 5 and she dresses badly, but there are still didn't read this. I didn't read this full comment before I selected it. But there are still 380 Indians jacking off to her right now. I did not know it was going to end that way.
All right.
This
So
sentence.
apparently this was a Mormon dating show. Thanks, Bus. I didn't know that. That kind of explains a lot more, maybe.
Okay.
Jen says, no, every guy thinks they're hot enough to get a 10 and they should really get a 4, but they ignore the 4s. You know, you've touched on this before. I feel like there's maybe 8, 9, or 10 dudes out of every 50 that are cleaning up the puss.
Yeah, probably, dude. You know, they're living the dream, you know?
Yeah,
But
and then all the other dudes are just getting left out in the rain.
yeah, I don't know though. So you're saying that like ugly chicks have less of a chance now than they do? Okay, because let's be real, dude. This girl, I'm sure she's nice. She's very sweet. The way she it sounds like she wants to live life, but she looks like Caleb Landry Jones. You know who that actor is?
Yeah.
He's this actor. He's here we go. I provided a. She looks like this guy. You know. So I'm sure she's a nice girl, but when dudes see her and she doesn't dress to compliment her body or anything like that, they're like, I'm not that size. And unfortunately, dudes are that's just how dudes are wired. They want physical appeal before they get to know you.
Sure.
But
women like us for our minds, dumbasses.
But you're saying that that ugly girls like don't get like hollered at as much as they did in the past because
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's like a bunch of hot guys that are taking all the hot chicks and all the chicks that are just under the hot tier that are like good looking. They're taking everybody. They're picking them off like fish in a barrel on the dating apps, and then all like the dudes that are 6s and below are getting nothing.
Wait, so do you think it's
That's
easier?
Your take. That's your take. I'm just regurgitating your take back to you.
I'm asking you for your take.
I don't know. I'm not on dating apps. How the fuck would I know?
I don't. Neither am I. I'm asking you for your assessment, dude. We both have daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the world's going to be like for them?
I hope by then we've gotten past this, that technology is not like the sole source of people meeting each other. Like, I feel like this is, I think honestly, 40 years from now, and I could be wildly off, it could go violently in the other direction.
Yeah.
But I feel like society, and it takes time, is going to learn from the mistakes that almost we're going through right now.
You mean like what mistakes are you talking about?
Like making too much of our life wrapped up in our phones and in computers and all that stuff. I feel like there's going to be a boomerang effect at some point where people are like, oh, my parents were always staring at their phones and it was hard to talk to them. It's impossible. And so they're going to like almost go back to analog in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right.
I think it's just human nature. I mean, and we're in this weird time where we happen to be the ones witnessing all these crazy advancements for the first time. And it's like feeling around in the dark when you're just trying to make your way to the bathroom, but you can't figure out where the fuck the walls are.
Yeah.
And we're just going, I think it's over here. And we're all just missing nonstop.
All right, but you ready for me to blow your mind? Pause before we wrap this shit up. Here is a prime example of social media viral clips, edited, not full context videos, tricking you into believing one thing that is not 100% true.
Oh,
that show you just saw, here is what it actually is. Everyone's losing their minds over men not wanting to date this girl, saying men are superficial and only care about looks. Do people not know there's a wall between them? The men can't see what she looks like. They're going off
No
solely
way.
off her personality and cadence.
Whoa.
That's what
Dude,
the show is.
that is such a reveal. So
I
they
know.
that is like made, that is tailor made for social media editing, you know, like just camera tricks essentially. We all
Yeah.
see the 4x2 uh, square rectangle, whatever that shape is, on her phones in front of her faces, and only what that amount of like screen allows us to see. And then boom, zoom the camera back. Oh, actually, they're separated the entire time.
Yep, dude. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because the whole almost every take you see is like she's kind of gross. Men are physical creatures. They want a girl who presents herself better. Blah blah. They can't even see this bitch.
Wait, so these
So,
dorks actually just don't want a travel buddy?
I guess
What
but
fucking
also
losers. They
them
don't
like
want to
laugh.
travel. They would have just stayed in their house all day.
Well, I mean, I feel like I would feel the same way.
They don't want to leave Fairfax, Virginia.
I would like to stay in Fairfax, Virginia for the rest of my life. No, but them laughing while she's talking is not as mean, knowing that she couldn't see them laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they were probably just doing like inside bits, not audible. She couldn't hear them doing bits, but yeah, it's interesting how like this is like such a like prime example of how shit is not what it seems so often on the internet.
Oh, this is
Uh,
like the David Blaine of internet
yeah,
promos.